Hello everybody. Okay, I want to talk today about scales, triads, and the cage system. Okay, this is a guitar tip. Because we're using the cage system, it's kind of designed for the guitar. Okay, so let's just get into it. Now there's two things that I kind of want to stress. Okay, first is that there's no sense of rushing through any of this stuff. Okay, now I'm gonna be tossing a lot at you, but I want you guys to make sure that you guys take your time and you practice and put enough practice into the little things. Okay, that will really help polish up the larger ideas that we're going for. Okay, now I talked about scales. Right now we're gonna focus on the major scale. That you can see, it's one pattern. Okay, that's the beauty about learning the guitar, is that you got to learn one pattern and that's it. Okay, now for the key we just got numbers, because wherever you start you can just apply the pattern and then it gives you a major scale. So if we start with a D, which is just open, so it'll be whole, half, whole, half. Okay, so now what? All right, that's a big question. Now what? Okay, first off, if you don't got that like under your hands, just take time and just practice that. Okay, and there's no rush. Okay, it's awesome. Like the major scale. When you guys do practice it, you guys need to pay attention of the third and fourth scale degree and the 7 and 1 scale degree at the end. Okay, these are important because these are where the half steps are at. Okay, so you guys just make sure that you practice that a lot. Okay, second off, now what? Triads. Okay, so if we play a D chord, okay, what we have to do with these triads is that we have to know which scale degree are these notes. Okay, so you can see this a triad here is the 1, 3rd, and 5th scale degree of the key, or of the scale. So it'd be 1, 3, and 5, and play those together. That's what you get. Okay, I know when I'm playing a D that this note right here is the D note is the 1, and so we're gonna build the major scale off of that. Okay, off of the root note. So if I'm not playing the chords with them, whole, half, whole, half. Okay. So above the numbers right here, we have big M's and we got little M's. So we're starting on 1, which is a major. Big M stands for major. Little M is minor. So we go. First one is major. We're gonna move up a whole step and play a D minor. Okay. We're gonna move a whole step up. We're gonna play minor. We're going to move a half a step up and we're going to play a major, minor. And now we're going to go to that circle right at the end of my capo there. It shows a circle is it's a diminished chord, and then we're going to go half step to a major. Okay, now now the names of those chords is going to be a D major, E minor, C sharp minor, F sharp minor. 4 chord of D is going to be a G major, A major, which you can play A7, B minor for the 6th chord, and that would be a C sharp diminished, and then a D. Okay, so let's just stay in the key of D. Okay, and so if we play 2, 5, 1, which is E minor, A7, D major, so we can go 2, 5, 2, 5. Okay, so building a scale off of the triads and then just moving from the major to the minor. guys got that, practice that. And there's no rush. Don't feel like there's an urgency to get through it too fast, because if you guys rush through it, it's not going to serve you. And that's why we're doing all this, is so we can use these as like tools. Okay. Now let's move to the caged real quick. Now I've made a video about caged already. So just real quick, what we can do is we can just play the chords that spell out caged, and we can connect them horizontally on the fretboard. So wherever we start, that's the chord that is going to show up on the fretboard. For example, this is a C chord and a C pattern. Now this is a C chord, but here's my A pattern, right? And then here's a G pattern, but it's a C chord. See? And then a E. Here's my E pattern, but it's a C chord still. And then a D. It's a C chord, but it's a D pattern. Okay? So that's how we can have fretboard recognizability, okay? Is by working out each one of these chords. Now, like I'm saying, the idea is that we can grab these chords like as we want. Okay, once you can grab and you've got the chords mastered, you're like, now what? This is the next part of what? Okay, so you go C, A, G, E, D. They connect horizontally on the fretboard, okay? Now, from that, we can pull out the triads. Okay, now you can just focus on the bottom 3 strings, like that. Okay, this looks like a D pattern to me, right? A C chord and a D chord. Pattern. A C pattern and a D pattern are connected by that D triad. Okay, so those are related. All these, half of one pattern belongs to the half of another pattern. It's just really obvious with the D and the C. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there's a lot right there with scales, triad, and the cage system. So just keep working at the guitar. Just keep working at the real simple things, right? Just it's a whole step is okay. From one fret to the next fret is a half a step. From one fret and you skip a fret, that's a whole step. Okay, so when I go whole half, that's the distance between the scale degrees. So we're starting on scale degree 1, and the distance is going to be a whole step. Now we're on 2, the distance is going to be a whole step. Now we're on 3, then it's a half step, and then we're on 4, and then it's going to be a whole step, which is 5, whole step 6, whole step 7, half step 1. Okay, so that's the distances, the whole half, and the key is wherever we start on. All right, and then we can apply chords to those, which it shows right there. It's major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, and a major chord. Okay, so if you guys don't know what a diminished chord is, Google it. Okay, a minor chord, Google it. Okay, when we're what minor chord, if you start on a D major, then it's a D minor. If you start on an A major, then it's an A minor. Okay, a E, then it's an E minor. Okay, so each chord just stay with its minor, just stay with that same pattern. Okay, so we're using a major and then a minor. Okay, if you guys got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm going to continue these guitar tips on Saturdays and Sundays, and hopefully you guys are getting better. And stay tuned, because I got some more music coming out this week. I'm looking forward to it, okay? Appreciate you guys watching. Thank you.